Most outsourcing contracts are written like seat belts. They protect you after the crash. But in 2026, what founders and CTOs actually need are steering wheels, not the thicker seat belts. When outsourcing fails, teams blame the developer, the vendor, or the country. Rarely they blame the contract, even though the contract decides how people think, how fast they move, and who takes the ownership. Most outsourcing contracts are still built for a world where requirements were fixed, releases were slow, and the change was expensive. And that world does not exist anymore. AI compresses the timelines, assumptions break faster, and the rigid contract turns learning into conflict. A bad contract is a cage where movement is limited. It punishes the initiatives and it rewards box ticking over thinking. Whereas a good contract is like a guardrail. It keeps teams safe while letting them move fast. There are three reasons why outsourcing contracts fail in 2026. Reason number one, fixed scope is a learning environment. Fixed scope assumes certainty, whereas modern product development is a discovery. When the scope is frozen, teams stop thinking and start defending documents. Reason number two, output based thinking. Most contracts reward deliveries, not outcome. So the teams deliver feature even when feature should not exist. And that is how products become heavy and fragile. And reason number three, no real ownership. When the responsibility is divided, then the accountability disappears. Contracts that say vendor responsible often creates the teams that don't own decisions. So what should contracts do instead? In 2026, contracts should behave like operating systems rather than legal documents. They should clearly define how decisions are made, how change is handled, and how trust is built over time. Let me tell you three principles for better outsourcing contracts. Principle number one, time and team over scope. Pay for capacity, not for promises. These keeps incentives aligned when priorities are changed. Principle number two, change-friendly clauses. The change is not failure. Your contract should expect it, not punish it. And principle number three, shared accountability. Founders own vision, CTOs own architecture, and teams own execution. And your contract should reflect this reality. India-based teams perform best when contracts give them room to think. Emerging hubs like Gujarat thrive under clarity, not micromanagement. Structure unlocks the talent. Outsourcing contracts don't fail because the lawyers are bad, but they fail because the leadership expectations are not translated into working agreements. In the next episode, we will talk about how to build real ownership in outsourced teams. If this helped you think clearer, then please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And I'll see you in next episode. Thank you. Bye-bye.